How's everybody doing? That didn't sound very excited. Yay! This microphone is like, it was like taller than my head. It was very strange. Okay, you can all hear me okay? We're good? Excellent. Who all here has coffee? Yay!
Thanks. That's me. Testing, testing.
Yeah.
Testing.
I figure, you know, we have so many lovely people at our disposal here. Like, why have a coffee time with just me when there are other people who drink coffee? Or Beverleys of their choice, like this guy.
I have coffee.
What? She's right there.
Is that coffee or a different type of beverage?
You want to come up here?
Yeah! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Wow, this is a lot of people.
I know. How's CoxCon going for you?
It's going well. I've got coffee. Coffee's good. Woo.
Dude, you have the hair I wanted to have for this convention, so together.
That is good. I am much better now I've got coffee. I got far too drunk last night. I have never had a hangover like I did this morning.
How do you take your coffee?
Black. Just black.
Excellent.
It's the only real way to have coffee.
I go through stages where I'm like, okay, I'm putting too much sugar in my coffee now, so I need to, like, you know, have a few days where I just drink it with nothing in it, and then I always wind up going back to putting sugar in it.
Black coffee, 3 sugars was at one point. I need to just pull back.
Yeah, I've never been a creamer person. What about you? How do you take your coffee? I've asked you this before and I can't remember.
Black.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one who puts stuff in their coffee. You feel really far away. There we go. Yeah. Excellent.
I don't care.
Jesse can scooch in too. We can be a happy family. It's fine. Oh wait, hold on. While we're just sort of like settling here. Say hello. Hi. Hi.
Nerd. Nerd.
Okay, that's enough of that. Cool it.
Boo.
Calm it down, Jesus.
The other day, I received a very cryptic message asking whether or not I had a Derek graphic. And I was like, why? And they were like, don't worry about it. And now I know why they wanted to have it. Jesse, do you have coffee?
I have coffee.
What kind of
Here's
coffee?
black. I like my coffee like I like my men.
Uh-huh.
In a cup.
In a cup, yeah. Thanks, buddy. I just noticed there are a lot more camera phones out when you're up here.
Yeah.
It's almost like people just are waiting for you to make another patented Dodger I just made a gift for the internet moment.
You mean like what just happened?
Sure. There you go, perfect.
There. Somebody grab it.
Dear 4chan.
Snag it.
Ooh, top of Reddit. What was she doing?
So, earlier I was asking people what sort of a topic we should start this panel with.
Look, I don't watch your show, so I don't know how
We've
this
decided.
works.
No, I think that it was decided that we should do funny poop stories.
Funny poop stories?
Yeah. So if anybody has a good poop story,
I do.
see, right? Everybody always has a good poop story. Go.
Twice in a week, Dora.
Yeah, so,
I
yeah.
want to hear yours.
Go. No. You're the guest. Poop story
God.
first.
Okay, are we really doing this? So, yeah. Okay, it can't get much worse. I told this story to like 50,000 people on Podquisition this week.
Perfect.
So,
I can't wait.
Yeah. Fuck off. So, fuck it. Now I'm having to tell this story with people actually looking at me. This is going to be fun. So, I've been doing the whole video games work thing full-time since about October last year. And about 2 weeks before I started doing that, I was still working in a supermarket. And I learned to my detriment that you cannot eat an industrial-sized bag of cashew nuts without consequences. I had an hour's walk home from work at 11 o'clock at night. Nowhere was open. There was just... It was not a good time. I had a very fun time having to go home and explain what had happened.
Oh,
so there you go. There's the poop story. There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
Jesse, what's your poop story?
So about 20 minutes before we started today, I had to go to the bathroom very badly. And everyone was looking for me. And Caitlin, wherever her little sweet soul is at, was losing her mind because she thought I had just run off. And so Lewis and Caitlin were running around trying to find me, and I was in the bathroom, and I had tweeted hoping it would end up on the screen. We'll start when I'm done pooping. I am pooping, something about pooping. Hashtag CoxCon 2015, hashtag poopgate. And it didn't make, I thought it was gonna be up there so everyone would understand what was happening.
Right.
It was not put up there. And so they ran around trying to find me, and a lot of expletives were shouted into the men's bathroom. And it was like, is he in that stall? Shit.
Jesse!
Yeah, and so when I came out, I was like, what? I said I had to go to the bathroom. So, Poopgate.
Poopgate, hashtag Poopgate,
Yep.
hashtag CoxCon.
I'm glad this is where your panel's going.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Because look, okay, every time we have a break that goes on a little too long when I'm on a show, everybody's like, Dodger's probably pooping. Every time I'm blamed. So I figure this is the best way to start off the panel.
But it's true.
To prove
But
that
it's true,
everyone
though.
else is late for things because they pooped. Okay, it's not
Do you
just
even
me.
start this thing with like, hey guys, it's coffee time?
No, was I supposed to? Hey guys, it's... There we go, we did it.
You suck.
Do you not have a poop story of your own?
Me? I mean, I'm sure I have some. There was one time when I was having so much fun on the trampoline when I was a kid that I was like, I was having so much fun on the trampoline and I needed to go to the bathroom so bad. And I was like, no, I can stay out here a little bit longer. And I don't know what it was, like the second that my feet touched the actual earth, it just like, and so
Wait, what? Hold on. So you bounced, here's the trampoline, and you bounced off of it,
yeah.
and in midair, pooed. But so quickly that the poo had evacuated your body before you landed. There's a lot of of science that doesn't make sense here.
So it was like.
Did it further push you, like when you were up, it rocketed you up a little bit further? So that by the time you landed, it's like NASA.
No, it was like, for some reason, as long as I was on the trampoline, I was okay. Like I felt like I could hold it. But then once I got off of the trampoline to finally go inside and go to the bathroom, it just all just like.
How, were you like 13 at the time?
What? That's too old.
I just want the story to be like,
Too
that
old
was
to have
last
a terrible
weekend.
Decision like that. No, I do think I was like 10 though. I remember the exact sweatpants that I was wearing, and I loved those sweatpants, and I never wore them again because the memories were too real. So yeah.
I just
got
imagine.
to just, like, do that really awkward, I just pooped myself walk all the way back into the house, and thank God my dad never saw me because he would have been like, what? So it's good.
All right.
That's my poop story.
That's a great story.
Thank you.
It's a
I
very
don't
good
have
story.
one.
I'm sorry that I can't tell you that I. Yeah.
No.
Mine, I have a very, I just
No.
have a great colon.
Crendor doesn't have poop stories. He's like, every day my poops are on time. at 10:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. every day.
I have a poop story that's not my own poop story, so I can tell it with a little more confidence.
More flourish.
Yeah, a
and
little bit more
confidence,
flourish.
yeah.
I don't have to, dance around the topic of poop in this one.
I like it.
So again, this was when I was working in retail, and we had staff toilets. We didn't have like customer toilets, and this dad came up with his child and was like, "My child needs the bathroom now." So we're like, "Okay, fine," and we unlock the door and let him in. And half an hour later, they hadn't come back out, and we were a bit concerned.
Right.
And the mum's waiting outside, just like, when are they going to come back out? And the kid comes back out without any trousers. And the mum asks, "What happened?" And he just cries, "We had to flush my trousers." So we're terrified. And we're terrified. We're like, "What's happened?" And they leave before we can find out what's happened. So we open the door to the staff area, and the water's just coming out from under the door. And we're like, "Oh no." And we open the door, and clearly the kid's not made it to the bathroom.
Right.
And presumably after taking his trousers off, the parent had lassoed them around his head, because there is shit on the walls everywhere. And after this, they decided to try and flush the jeans. So water was just going everywhere.
That's good parenting right there.
I was gonna say, some people should never have children.
So I walked in there, and I was supposed to clean that up, and I just no, and I just walked away.
I love that in this story, a man just grabbed his son's poo trousers and was like, "Yeah! You did it, boy!" Horrifying.
That's how you become a man in that family.
Really, in all life.
In all families. All families,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Should ask Total Biscuit about his story. How he became a man.
I don't think anyone wants to know that story.
Or Sam.
They're not up here, Crendor. You
Yeah.
can make up a story. Make up a story about...
In your Total Biscuit voice, go.
Yeah, and as Total Biscuit.
14 years ago, so the UK. But so close enough.
It's a great story. That is a great and totally accurate story.
I'm so sad. I forgot that I was going to come up here and start off the panel by being like, "Hello, everybody! Welcome to my panel. I'm so excited." Sam was so angry because every time I've used that voice so far, like both of us really, to make fun of Sam, everybody here is like, "Yeah, suck it, Sam." And Sam's like, "We're in England. You're all British. You should not be okay with this." It's wonderful.
All right.
All right. Sam stripping all right.
My name's Dodger. I'm so excited to be doing this panel.
I feel bad that I can't do a fake British accent.
That's true. I'm sorry. You can do
You
a
can
terrible
do it.
American
Just
accent.
believe.
You starting. You starting.
That's my British tab voice.
You starting.
No.
Try an American one.
I tried to do this before. It doesn't go well. You don't want to hear this.
It'll be as bad as our British ones. Go.
I'm an American.
I like them for pirates.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I can't wait to get home and go to McDonald's. Aye.
This was a terrible decision.
You're off the map, boyo.
Coming up here was the worst decision I made.
What?
I don't know what that is.
What?
You're
From Liverpool? Just do a bad Beatles. What are you doing, John? John, I'm doing a bad accent. I don't even talk like this. That's what? Crendor's every accent. You what, mate? You what, mate? You what?
I'm from the Beatles, I am.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Wow. Once we stop talking about poop, it's just dead. We don't know even where to go.
You know your audience. They love the poo talk.
You know how to make it happen. Yeah. So how did you feel about London, Crendor? Because you got to like see a little bit of it. You got to put in
Don't
the
ask him
little,
this
the little
question.
audio stuffs.
It's all right. It's like every other place, except
You don't know IKEAs.
Yeah, there's no IKEA.
This is Crendor's first time out of America. So
everyone's always like, when you travel, you're gonna just broaden your mind. I'm like, it's all right. It's all the same. It's
I'm really
just
excited
people.
to go home and have some Panera, but it's all right.
Yeah, people are like, what are you most excited about? I'm like, when I get home, Blood Bowl 2 will be out. So that's cool. So otherwise, it's
I'm
just,
really excited to not be here anymore, is the thing.
you know, it's just people. It's just anywhere you go, it's just people, but they're like, we ate this thing here, and I'm like, all right, I'll try that, and then I try it, and I'm like,
You
it's
had
all right.
Nando's.
Nando's was
How'd you feel
good.
about Nando's? Good.
It's very cheeky.
I told you it was cheeky.
How about fish and chips? You had fish and chips.
That was really good.
Good. See?
That was actually better than any American one I've had. So that was like, yeah.
It was all right.
And oh yeah, we went to the place where all the like dead kings are. What was that place called?
Yep, we went to the Dead King place.
And the Lion King guy narrates it, and he's like, "This was King Henry VIII who died."
I like that you have this look on your face like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I live in this country and I don't know where the place with all the dead kings is.
The dead kings, you know?
No, I don't know.
Here's the thing, I want to say what it is, but I just want Crendor to work his way through it. Where did we go, Crendor? What was the place we went to?
Well, there's it's next to Big Ben. What's it called?
I'm not helping you at all. Come on, work your way through it. It was?
I don't know. Tower of London.
Not at all, but okay. Don't you help him.
I don't know what it's called.
Walk me through it. What was it like inside? Don't look it up. What was it like inside? What was it like inside? Describe the inside to people. What was it like? What'd you do?
Oh, it was a church.
Go on, and
there's yeah, the Abbey place.
I would not
you know, the
describe-
Dead King place.
The place with all the dead kings, right?
It's
I would
literally
not
just
have-
dead kings,
I would
and
not
then
have
like
described that as the place with the dead kings. That's not my first place
How-
way I would have described
How would you
Westminster Abbey.
have described it?
Not like that.
An abbey maybe would have been a good place.
Yeah,
to
an
start.
abbey would have been a good start, not that
well,
place with the dead kings.
the dead kings, and then it's like you're in Game of Thrones. You like walk through the halls.
No joke, we did have a Game of Thrones conversation
Yeah.
walking through like the outer halls
Yeah, 'cause it's
about how we were going to take down Syriana.
And I know that you went to Baker Street.
yeah, we went to Baker
Did you
Street.
go into fake Sherlock Holmes' house? Because
We went into the store because the line was too long.
I think that's one of the things that I remember most clearly from the trip with me, Happily Aaron, and Jesse, was when we all went to the Sherlock Holmes house. Just like going in there and just seeing all these weird mannequins, like
I vividly
we're
remember
wearing
that too.
legit Sherlock Holmes clothing. I was like, okay.
I remember that differently. I remember Dodger and Aaron being like, "Oh my God, this is his toilet."
Yeah, because up in there was like that big attic area that we were not supposed to be in, and there was just a toilet sitting in there.
The entire time it was like, "Oh, this is his hat," and I was just like, "The non-real person's hat, yes, the non-existent. This is entirely fake and made-up hat." I'm so glad we're in his house. It was great.
It was good. It was good. Mm-hmm. Good times.
And then you get to see all the little faces when you take the tube and you go there and they're all like Sherlock Holmes
Oh, yeah,
faces
the
on
tiles.
the wall. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yep. No, we would have gone in, but there was, I think, all of China was in line for that.
They really
Oh
were.
my God! It must have been like a field trip.
Right.
It had
There was
to have been.
all these like little cute Asian kids and but there was 1,000 of them. It was like, bring the country, might as well.
So when's the last time that you were in America?
I've only been to America once, and it was like a month ago for E3.
Oh.
So I was in LA for about.
So you've never been to America.
Only place in America.
That
you've
is
been?
the only place in America I've been. I've
so
seen
sorry.
the LA Convention Center, and I saw what's the valley that's near there? Something Valley.
Silicon Valley?
No.
No, that's not it.
No.
That's just
Just
the first thing I thought
the
of.
valley where all the porn's made?
Probably. Yes, the person I was staying with there told me about all the porn, so that is where I was. I was in the place with all
in the valley.
They just call it the Valley.
So, yeah, LA is all I've seen. I saw E3, the convention center, and not much else of America.
So you've not actually seen America.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You've
seen America
the
that
fake part of
Hollywood is
America.
based off
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I've seen that much of America. I had one meal in a taco shop that was also a car wash.
Yep.
That sounds right. Yeah.
That sounds right.
That sounds
Yep.
It
right.
was something that was like 3 minutes walk from E3 was just here. It's car wash / tacos was the name of the place.
That's literally
You could-
America.
Yeah, you could sit in the taco shop and watch the cars being put through the car washing machine. Because they had a big glass window for you to watch.
That's why we're light years ahead of everybody else.
Dinner and a show. Can't say better than that.
When Sam first moved to America, and we were like, oh, you gotta like eat some Mexican food because he hadn't really eaten much of it before. There was a point where he was like, look, guys, this is all just the same food, so you need to stop just giving me new things that are actually the same stuff. Because, all Mexican food is like, here's a tortilla, prepared in a different way with the exact same stuff inside.
That's racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
It's true though. It is true though. He was like, I don't understand. I feel like you're giving me the same food every time. It's just this one it's all wrapped in the tortilla, and this one it's like you made the tortilla into
Dear
a bowl.
Tumblr, Dodger is a racist.
Oh yeah.
You're right, got me. Busted.
I only learned one thing about Mexican food while I was in America, and that is cilantro, I think you call it, which over here we call coriander.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know they were the same thing. Apparently to like half of the world, it tastes like soap. And I learned this when I was having the car wash taco, because I was convinced that they just like washed all the ingredients in the car wash water. Because it's like, this taco tastes of soap, and no,
But,
it's
I mean, you did eat at a car wash.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that's your fault.
I did blame it on that.
Just
but no,
because it
apparently-
exists doesn't mean you should go there.
Well, how could you see a car wash taco and not go eat it?
Very easily.
Yeah, very easily,
Very
yeah.
easily.
I didn't know what rocket was for a long time, and then I realized that it's arugula.
Is that? I did not know that.
That's what
Rocket?
Rocket is what they call arugula.
And you've
here.
got eggplants.
Why would you just call it arugula?
Because we're different countries, Crendor.
Why
we have different
why-
names for things.
Why do you call aubergines eggplants?
Aubergine.
What
Yeah,
the?
it's an aubergine.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
with
know
you on
they
this.
were called
I'm with you on
aubergines
this.
until right now. I don't know.
Aubergine?
Yeah, aubergine.
Aubergine it is.
It was like in London, all the things on like the trash cans, it's like general litter. And I was like, why is it just not garbage?
Where's the trash
Where's
can?
the garbage?
My favorite thing is apparently Americans don't know that we call those wheelie bins. And Americans seem to find that adorable.
Wheelie bins is
It is
hilarious.
adorable.
They're bins
It's very
on wheels.
quaint.
You go put out the wheelie bin.
He call them wheelies.
It's the wheelie bin.
No, for us it's just the trash bin. Not nearly as cute. Not nearly as- The trash bin.
Take out the trash.
Yep.
It's quicker. It's easy.
TB and Sam were just talking about how they both have like an American twang. I can't hear it at all. Like,
Yeah.
They still sound so British to me that
No,
I.
they sound American.
Do they?
They've got American going in their voices.
Like
That's
Sam,
so weird.
Sam's like, oh, you sound so American now. I'm like, no, you don't.
My name's TB and I sound just like an American.
That's how he sounds to me.
If he sounded,
Accurate, right?
If that's
I
how
thought
he
that was
sounded,
dead
that'd be amazing.
You're just in America for a little bit and you turn into Oliver Twist.
I've become slightly obsessed with your coffee mug, Dodger, because you've got a smiley face.
They just gave it to
Have you
me.
seen the smiley face in your
There's a
coffee mug?
smiley face in there. I don't think you guys can see it.
No, there's a legit like
don't know where the
the
camera is.
two dots and the capital D smiley face
smiling
in the coffee. And
Wait.
She
I
drank
gotta
her
ruin it.
coffee and
Wait,
it
I'll ruin
smiled. That's the story.
did you just destroy the smile?
I just destroyed the smiley face, yeah.
Much like the crowd now.
I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in you.
Sorry.
Oh, is this where we drink?
This is where we drink to fill the awkward silence. 'cause it's
Everybody
coffee
take
time.
a sip. Yeah, it's coffee time, and that's
What
what
do
I
we
do.
talk about on coffee time now? What do we
Oh,
talk
shut
about?
up. You guys actually have coffee. Get out of here.
Well, when I do my show, I just talk about what's been going on in my day. And so
Tell us,
far,
tell us about what's been going on with you. What's happened in your life the last 24 hours?
I had a terrible trip getting here, but now I'm here, so everything's fine. There's my story.
Why was
You are
it
horrible
terrible?
at storytelling. You're almost as bad as he is.
I refuse to take like an hour of your time and complain about airports.
Hey,
No.
look, I already complained about an airport.
No.
No, you must complain or it makes me look like an asshole for taking up their time earlier complaining about a plane flight.
It's fine. We all have terrible travel stories to get here.
So
it's fine.
apparently Delta like owns part of Virgin now. At LAX, we have 6 terminals, but there's no tram system to get from terminal to terminal, which most places that have multiple terminals, there's like an easy way to get from one terminal to the other, right? In case you have connecting flights, right?
Did you go to the Delta terminal when you needed to go to the Virgin terminal?
No, I went to the Virgin terminal because that's what all of my stuff said. It was like, you're in Terminal 2, go to Virgin Airlines, go to the Virgin terminal. I was like, great, stood in
And
line.
it was in Terminal 6?
I got up there, they were like, oh, this is operated by Delta, so you gotta go to Terminal 6, but you gotta walk there. You have plenty of time. I was like, great.
Literally, how do you describe what it looks like? Imagine, like,
It's like a big U.
this is the way into, so like here, this is the way into LAX.
Yeah.
And if you go around this side, there's Terminal 1, which is Southwest, and Terminal 2, which is like Virgin Atlantic and stuff, and Terminal 3, which is like Virgin America, and then the International Terminal, which makes no sense that this is Virgin Atlantic, the International Terminal, and then Terminal 5, which is whatever it is, and then Delta, and then United. And so you were here. There's no way in between these things.
So I had to power walk all the way around, which took me a little over 20 minutes, I think.
That's like
And I
2
was
miles, roughly.
Okay, I'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I get there, I stand in line, they're trying to scan my passport, and they're like, you're not in our system? Are you sure your flight isn't with Virgin? And I was like, yes, because they just told me to come here. And they were like, well, okay, we'll see what we can do. Kept like trying to get it to work. They couldn't find me anywhere. And they were like, oh, turns out it's taken too long and now they've closed your gate. I was like, so because we bought the ticket through Virgin, they were like, you're gonna have to walk back to Virgin in order to get this settled. Like, I hate all of you, I hate everybody. So I walked back around to Virgin and they were like, well, you're probably gonna have to wait until tomorrow to get on a flight. And I was like, no, I know you have another flight to London tonight. And they were like, we do, but it's gonna be more expensive. And I was like, this is not my fault. I did not do this is not my fault. So in the end, I was able to get on a flight because I complained and cried a little. Yay! And then...
Yeah, then what happened?
Then when I got here, I dropped my passport on the way out of the plane, and when I got up to customs and they asked for my passport, I was like, here, and I don't have it! And the lady was eye-rolling so hard at me, she was like, oh, you lost your passport, great, what's your name? What was your flight number? Oh, you don't remember, awesome. I was just like, oh God. And they told me it was going to be a 2-hour process to get my passport back to me, and they were going to have to detain me. So they put me in the detainees room. I wasn't allowed to use my phone. I was like, this is literally the worst airport experience I've ever had. This is so bad. And then a guy who was part of the flight that I was on came in and was like, we hear that somebody lost their passport. And I was like, me, that was me. And he was like, oh my gosh, why don't we just walk back to the gate and I'll just find it for you. And I was like, can we do that, please? And so he walked me back to the gate and he was lovely. And I don't remember your name, but you were so magical. And if you ever watch this, just want you to know you made my evening so much better. And I got here at midnight.
Sam told me that you're on the American terrorist list.
I was on a list for a really long time.
What?
because fun fact,
I'm a terrorist.
there are things in fertilizer that are also found in bombs. And sometimes when you live on a farm, all of your stuff has like just little flicks of farmy type things, like fertilizer in it. So one time, they scanned my luggage when I was a kid. They scanned my luggage and they were like, there could be a bomb in here maybe. Searched through everything, obviously didn't find a bomb, and they were like, do you live on a farm? Because sometimes this happens, there's like weird crossover. And I was like, yeah, I do live on a farm, so, and they were like, all right, well, just so you know, you might wind up put on a list for a few years. They might always want to pat you down. It's fine. It's just because you popped up as maybe having brought a bomb to the airport. I was like, great. So up until I was like 19, I think, every time I flew, they searched through my entire bag and patted me down. So if you live on a farm and they treat you weird, that's why. Fun fact, fun fact. I feel like I have way more airport problems than most people do.
I only have one airport problem, and I discovered that apparently for a few years the government of the Ukraine didn't want me flying there. I was on a list with the Ukrainian government because my family was suspected of defrauding $6.5 million from the Ukrainian government.
We did. We were just very quiet about it.
I wish I did. I have no money. If I defrauded $6.5 million, I would not be living in a one-room flat above a pub. But no, this was $6.5 million US went missing from the Ukrainian government, and the furthest they could trace it back was to my parents' home, to their IP address.
What?
So they it turned out they'd been wiretapping our house for 6 months, and we were under surveillance for 6 months by the Ukrainian government, and they eventually came and knocked at our doors, and there was all these officials in suits, and they confiscated all our computers. And yeah, apparently for 2 years after that, I was on a Ukrainian do not enter the country list.
So were you trying to, did you have a layover in Ukraine, or were you trying to actually go to Ukraine?
I just found this out through paperwork when we were getting all our computers back. We got this paperwork. It's oh yeah, just to let you know, for the next 2 years, you're not going to be able to fly to the Ukraine because you might have stolen a lot of money from us. I was 14. I don't know how they,
Master criminal.
They thought I might have just stolen $6.5 million from the Ukraine, so I couldn't fly there 2007, 2008.
Perfect.
That was fun.
Both of us were
yeah.
fake terrorists, question mark. What about you guys? What's your best airport story?
Mine always work well.
How did I know you were going to say that? They've never even lost your baggage, nothing?
Nothing. Just like my bowel movements. All normal.
Working well.
Everything is regular and on time, always.
I just would like to add to Dodger's story that the entire time as I was being messaged all day, she's caught up and she missed the flight, my response every time was, that's her problem.
It's true.
I was just like, I'm gonna go back to bed. I don't care.
We were on the train and they kept being like, Jesse, now she's detained, and he was like, oh well.
I was like, she'll be here. She'll be fine.
I mean, to be fair, what could you have done?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Which is, I'm that guy. If I can't control it, I'm just like, whatever.
That's why Sam had to come rescue you.
Sam's sister came to rescue me, to be fair.
I know, isn't she sweet?
I just pictured it still him walking in
with the
I'm
wig.
here, and they're like, he's from the Thorn clan. Let him in.
Let her go!
Lord of the Rings music starts playing.
What? What? Why Lord of the Rings?
Because he's part of the mighty Thorn clan.
Wait, so you're saying that a horn blows and then a bunch of
Yeah.
Sam's family rolls up a hill on horses? And all the orcs in the airport turn
Everyone in customs is an orc.
Was an orc, yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And
Very sarcastic.
And you were like, I am no man, and then killed one of them.
God, I wish. Why didn't that happen? That would have been a way better story. That's what I'm going to say happened.
And they're just like, we haven't had that happen in a few years.
We don't get many thorn breakthroughs around here.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
We didn't hear your horn as you entered.
So I had a fun travel story from yesterday as well. It wasn't a plane-related one, but
Train?
A coach.
Okay.
I had a man behind me got arrested in Wolverhampton.
For what? For what? Do you know?
Yes, I was the one who got him arrested. So
I don't even know if it was for a good cause or not. I just want to applaud that you're
hooray.
involved.
So yeah, I had a 9-hour set of coach travel yesterday, and the last leg of it was from London up to Telford, and about half an hour into the journey, the person sat in the seat directly behind me starts having very loud, very open phone conversations, and I'm going to recreate the first phone conversation he had in the best way I can.
When I get to Telford, you know what I'm going to do? My wife, she ain't letting me see my kids, so I'm going to kick the fucking door down and beat the shit out of her.
So I was like, fuck, this is kind of scary. And all the seats are full, so I can't move seats to like call the police and be like, hey, you might want to keep an eye on this guy when he gets here.
Right.
So I just went to Twitter and I was like, Twitter, I can't call the police. Here's like a selfie so you can kind of see him. Here's a picture. Can you just get the police to pick him up? And we stopped at Wolverhampton. We were an hour late in here because, yeah, he got taken off the bus and given a stern talking to by the police.
Interesting.
Because apparently...
A stern don't beat your wife talking to?
Well,
You probably should have gotten that a little before that.
It was a conversation with the police which basically amounted to, hey, don't spend an hour and a half on a coach telling people that you're going to beat your wife and steal your kid because you didn't get custody. Because people might take you seriously. And he's like,
Oh, I was just joking.
I'm like, that didn't sound like a joke. And they let him back on the coach and he got off at Telford. And I'm just like, don't let him off at Telford.
I was
That's
gonna
where he's
say.
beating the person up. So that was my fun coach story yesterday.
I mean, I guess if something did happen, they'd be like,
If something happens, I'm going to shout at the police. I'm going to be like, I told you about him.
who could have
Told
done
you.
it?
So yeah, that was fun. I was just sat on Twitter being like, Twitter, can someone let someone know? Because I can't really do this because he sat behind me.
Isn't Twitter magical?
Twitter is
I was-
magical.
I was trying to...
Hashtag CoxCon 2015.
I was talking with Crendor about this. I was trying to explain to my parents why it mattered to me whether or not I got Twitter verified. And it made me sound like the biggest baby in the world. Just being like, I really want to be Twitter verified so that people know that I'm important on Twitter. so that when I tweet at celebrities, they get a message that's like somebody else who's verified wants your attention.
I get sad when I see them. I get sad when I see the people with like 4,000 followers who are verified. I'm like, how do I get that? Why
Right.
am I not? I want that.
Sorry.
I want to be important.
Ow.
That guy.
Every day I have new celebrities follow me. Only because I have a verified check. My favorite one so far was Melissa Joan Hart, AKA Clarissa Explains It All, AKA Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Don't feel special.
AKA
She followed me too.
Wait, she didn't follow me.
She didn't follow her though. Oh, look, that's all that matters in this scenario is just her.
I don't think.
Oh, I got followed the other day by the voice of Siri on the iPhone.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, she follows me, and I'm just like, can I ask you to just read me stuff now? 'Cause
Wait.
I want you to say stuff.
Does
to
it
me.
say on her Twitter? Does it say the voice of Siri, or is it like a name and then in the description it's the voice of Siri?
It's the name, and then she's verified, and then in the description it's like voice actor, blah blah blah. You probably know me as the voice of Siri on your iPhone.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh.
I always wonder how that's recorded. Do they just give you like thousands of words and are like, just say each of these words individually and we'll piece them together into something that makes sense?
Guess I could probably find out now. Just send her a DM.
Just send her a DM and be like, important question for a panel I'm on right now. What's it like to record the voice of a GPS system?
I'm trying to find things that would be impressive to people, but it's all English stuff. Like American stuff, not English stuff, you know what I mean.
I mean, like, I figure out of all of us, the one who really, followed all of the qualifications of getting verified was you, because none of the rest of us have our real names on there. So I don't know
Took
why it
long
took
enough.
so long for you to get verified.
Oh, Kumamon's finally following me! Yes, I love Kumamon. Look up Kumamon if you want to see the craziest Japanese thing ever. Yeah, most of it's like just other YouTubers. This is boring.
But Melissa Joan Hart, though.
There's a bunch of people on there, but they're all like American people that I'm trying to impress this audience.
Right.
I don't have like Lord Britain on here or something.
Ah,
You
yes,
know how
Lord
it works.
Britain.
Lord Britain, you've met him.
Yeah, that guy. I know that guy. Oh, goodness.
Is this where you drink coffee again?
Silence filling coffee drinking.
Huh? Oh, I've still got some. I drink really slow. I'm that guy who, like, I'm still drinking my coffee once it's turned cold.
You're
I
that
do
guy
the same,
that does it?
but I remember.
I just, I'm done. I'm out.
I ran out of mine like 3
I
minutes
constantly-
ago.
I
I'm just
constantly
pretending
drink
to drink it now because it's coffee time. It's coffee time. I have to be drinking something. And just there we go.
Yeah, you're the only one at this entire table that it
He
just
still got some.
drink it, Crendor.
No, Crendor!
I don't know.
You hooligans. Wow. All right. Wait, did you toast everyone? Whoa. So dangerous. You're such a, wow. There's still a bunch left in there, by the way. That was literally just her slowly sipping it, but holding it there for a long time. They'll like me.
I can't laugh or it doesn't work. Stop.
I don't know why you're acting like that was so impressive.
So we're doing coffee time. We haven't talked about cats yet. There we go. That's the thing. Should we talk about
we
cats?
haven't. We haven't talked about
Cats are
cats.
good. Should we talk about cats?
Oh my gosh, Jesse, what's your favorite kind of cat?
One that I don't have to take care of.
Everybody keeps messaging me on Twitter and asking me who's taking care of my cats, and it's not somebody that any of you know, so I keep not responding. Because normally I can be like, oh, it's Aaron, and everybody could be like, oh, happily Aaron, being a good cat mom. It's my friend from college, Margaret. I was just like, you don't have pets, do you want to hang out with cats for like 10 days? And she was like, do I? Very excited.
I'm very happy while I'm here I don't have to worry about getting someone to look after my cat because my cat is technically homeless.
Oh.
I have a cat that's not actually our cat. We're not allowed to have pets. But this cat keeps letting itself in through the laundry room window and waiting
Gotcha.
at the door of our flat and just meowing.
It's just like a stray cat who just comes in.
It keeps finding our
sometimes.
door, so we let it in and we feed it. So it's like, okay, we're going away. Okay, you can be a homeless cat again for the weekend.
Right.
We'll be here when we get back. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that works out.
So, my cat is just homeless for the weekend. I'm very sorry. Sorry, Latte.
Speaking of Ukraine. I swear this has to do with cats. It's not just like a huge throwback.
What?
When my friend was in the Peace Corps, it was like the same thing for her where like the city that she was staying in, they, all of the food that was left over at the school that she worked at, they would just put into a big trough for all of the stray animals because they have so many stray dogs and cats. And she had like multiple cats who would totally figure out how to get into her little apartment. She was like, I don't know, I guess I have like 4 more cats because they just keep coming in and like she would feed them sometimes. But yeah, it was the same thing where if she needed to leave, she was like, I don't know, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
Probably.
And that is the best way to have a pet. Is it's like, oh, we're having an inspection. We're not supposed to have a pet. Okay, we'll leave it outside.
Get out!
Out you go.
Yeah.
And I don't have to feel guilty in the slightest. Hooray!
My cats, I mean, they're both, they're so cushy now. I feel like there's no way, like if I put Sherlock out into the wild, he'd be like, I hate it out here. I hate this. Watson would be really excited for about 5 minutes and then be like, oh, I'm getting really dirty. I don't like this at all.
See, because I live above a pub, we can just kick the cat out and he'll usually just go sit in the pub and get attention from all the drunk
Wait,
people.
you just let the cat in the pub?
Yeah,
and they're totally fine with that?
we're not allowed them in the rooms above the pub, but the pub are fine with having the cat, so we just let the cat go in the pub and he sits on drunk people's laps until they start drinking too much and he runs away.
Gotcha.
'Cause-
There was that story for a while there that people just kept sending to me over and over and over again of a cat in London who kept like hopping the bus. Would just like get on the same bus every day and go to the park and then hop on the bus again and come home. And everybody was like, have you seen this article about this cat who rides the bus? And I was like, I have. It's still impressive, but yeah, apparently there are bus cats and pub cats here. I don't hear about stuff like that in America. Cats just do whatever they want here. Huh? Like, what can we write about? There's a bus cat.
Of course, we have no news. CoxCon is trending.
We can make it #1. You just need to write more. Write more. Be like me and take a picture of a crowd and write, Literally a room full of people listening to Dex Bonus talk about cats. I don't even. CoxCon 2015.
Every one of you tweet CoxCon just right now. Just do it.
No, do something fun though. Don't just at it. That's silly, right? Like,
Fine.
I'm having the best time of my life. P.S. My life is really boring. Hashtag CoxCon 2015.
Just write poop, period, and then hashtag CoxCon 2015. That way, when
Please
people
don't
look
do
at the
that.
tag, they'll be so confused. Like, I don't know
Please
what this
don't do that.
is. Is it about ding-dongs? It is about pooping? I don't know.
Is it about pooping on ding
Wait,
dongs?
why would ding dongs? Why would people want ding
CoxCon. Do you know how many people, when I was like, I'm going to CoxCon, were like, a porn convention I see. That's why I pitched that next year you should have a shirt that says, it's not a con about ding-dongs, and then put CoxCon on the back.
I must say, I was
I'm
terribly
not saying it's not a con.
I was very disappointed when I turned up and the branding was not just like penis wallpaper. I was
Just
very
everywhere.
sad.
I figured a hot dog me was pretty suggestive.
Suggestive is one thing. I wanted outright explicit.
Yeah,
This is-
why the hot dog? Why did that happen?
Well, Dan wanted to make a hot dog. And I said, why, that's cute. That's pretty much how that went.
I didn't expect it. I don't know why. I didn't think it was going to be literally like your logo for CoxCon. Like you as a hot dog was going to be like the visual imagery
Yep.
for CoxCon. Yeah.
And every year we're gonna make it something
Weird.
really,
Banana next year.
yeah.
Right,
Like
yeah.
me popping out of a banana, but still slightly phallic shaped.
Right.
The banana shark.
10th year, it needs to just be a
I don't know
dildo.
what you're talking about.
And
Come
then
back
it'll be
tomorrow,
obvious.
we'll find out. Yeah,
Time to
glad I
pretend to
could
drink
address
coffee
that.
again.
I don't have any coffee now. What am I supposed to do? You all did this. This is your fault. Oh, God.
It's over there. Iron Brew's over there if you want it.
I don't. I've already had 3 coffees. I can't have more.
Yes, you can.
No, I'll die.
Yes, you can.
All right, don't
die.
ever let her tell you
You'll
3
go
is too
either
much.
way or you'll go super
Last weekend,
It's like when somebody gets bit by, I'm sorry, Teen Wolf. It's like when somebody gets bit by a werewolf on Teen Wolf and they're like, they'll either turn into a wolf or they'll die. And you know they're never gonna die. They're always gonna turn into a wolf, but.
Yeah, so
what
that's
does
your
that have to do with coffee?
because she said that if I drank more coffee, might turn Super Saiyan. And
Nope,
I was,
never let anyone tell you that she drinks too much coffee. Last weekend I have evidence. You must have drank 13, 14, 15 cups of coffee.
wait, when?
In Seattle.
Oh God, I did.
She must have
There was
blacked
a reason.
out.
There was a reason. I can't tell you why because it's super secret. But there was a reason. I swear.
This is great. This is great for panels. There's a reason I can't tell you. Thank you for coming.
He brought it up. This was me.
I'm just saying, I watched her drink
Tell me.
14 cups of coffee.
You did. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, wow.
I know. There was an old lady. No, here's the story I was gonna tell. There was an old lady that I saw.
Speaking of Ukraine,
Speaking of pooping on trampolines, there was an old lady at the coffee place in Seattle, one of the coffee places in Seattle.
wow,
Who went up? I know. Who,
old people are awesome.
She went up there to get an Americano, and she asked how many shots of espresso were in the Americano, and the guy was like, "Oh, normally it's 2," and she goes, "Great, can I have 6?" And it suddenly flooded me back to college when the place that was near my college that served coffee, they had a drink called the ER 911 that was a 6-shot, 12-ounce drink. Yeah. So like that's the drink that you would have when you really needed to be alert for about a half an hour and then crash so hard you thought you were gonna die. And I was like, here's this old lady who obviously has been drinking coffee her whole life because she's like, I need about 6 shots to get a
She's
buzz.
got some wow grinding to do. I gotta get home,
I
pound
gotta
out some
raid
levels.
later.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I was like, that's gonna be me, I hope.
I hope so.
She was incredible. I was like, that drink, because when I would,
Mark's incredible.
That is true. You're like, man, she's incredible. It's just someone ordering coffee.
but I would get the ER911 when we had tech weekends, and I would be shaking so bad that I couldn't do my job very well, but at least I was awake, right? Because I had to be there for like 24 hours. And I'm like, that grandma is handling it. Maybe. Probably, right? I didn't see her
Or
afterward,
she's dead.
actually. She might have died.
She might be dead.
Or gone Super Saiyan or turned into a werewolf. I don't know. I don't know what happens when you drink that much
Speaking of
coffee.
Ukraine,
I'm part Ukrainian. I'm like 10% Ukrainian.
I can see that.
Can you have a word with the Ukrainian government for me and just let them know that I'm cool?
10% of the word.
No.
I mean, I think she's all right.
I have like the same powers that Sam does here.
What does that mean? Oh, like the that.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
I don't believe that at all.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, look, I'm imagining when we were pitching the story about Sam's family, I was literally imagining like an entire army of the Thorne family, and with you, I imagine like the but then it's just you coming over the hill. Like, Laura says she's cool. Can you let her in? Awesome. And then you just walk back.
They're just like, who was that guy? But then they're like, sure, all right, let's let her in.
I mean, the horn, the effort, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I remember, I have another friend who is Ukrainian, and I was like, oh, here's my chance to bust out my like 2 phrases of Ukrainian that I know. And I was like, Dobry den. And he goes, it's not the right time of day for Dobry den. I was like, man, shot down so fast.
What does that mean?
Dobry den is like good day, but I should have said Dobry večer because it was nighttime.
I only remember one sentence of French, and I got told off for using it because apparently it's a completely unnecessary sentence. And it's Je ne comprends pas le français, tu parles anglais s'il vous plaît? Which is, I'm sorry, I don't speak French, do you know any English? And I used this to someone in France, and they said, your French was pretty good there, but it's a pointless sentence because if anyone does speak English, they'll be able to tell you when you ask them in English. And I was like, oh.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
I was like, oh, I only remember one French sentence and it's useless. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I think what I've been told a lot is that in France they appreciate you making the effort.
They did. They just told me it was pointless. It's like, it's good that you tried.
Nice try.
It's good that you tried, but just ask people in English, it's easier. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
I find that learning elements of a new language is way easier when I'm in the place where they speak the language. It doesn't go, I just heard a bunch of people sound really sad outside. That was so bizarre.
We just lost.
They probably ran into TB. Oh, man.
Oh, the supreme sadness washed over them. Oh. Somewhere he's like, I am going to murder them.
That wasn't very funny.
At my expense, I will destroy them.
It's okay. I don't know if you've seen the games that he's planning on us playing during the lounge, but
Yeah.
they're going to be games where he basically is the worst to us. So.
Yeah, we were like, TB, we're going to play this game. He's like, no, we're not. That game is stupid. We will play the game that I have brought with me.
Yep. It's gonna be good.
We need things to talk about. What do we talk about?
Huh?
We need things to talk about. What do we talk about?
Throw out a topic. This will be like improv
do we
game
do?
style.
Butts.
I thought you said books, and I was like, that was such a tame answer.
Talk about
Gotcha.
books about butts.
Those books about butts must exist, right?
I told you I would make a book.
I know, but you're gonna make a poop book.
Yeah.
Like a
But
book.
it's a book about pooping for when you're on the toilet.
Right, yeah.
We also have the Cox and Crendor advice book.
That's gonna be a good book.
I want to make a coffee table book about butts where it's just a picture of the butt in, like, you have the double page spread, and it's one.
The crack is on the spread.
Not what I was going for, but that's a better coffee table book. I was going to go with, you've got the butt on one side and then a thorough in-depth critique of the butt on the other side of the page. And it's just every page is, here's a butt, here's my detailed thoughts on the butt.
Right.
And I just want this as a coffee table book I can casually have in my house.
Me
So when
judging
people come
butts,
around,
just like I'm judged butts.
I do love coffee table books that are like pinup books, like old pinup pictures. So I feel like that would be the perfect complement of just like, do you want to see like pretty ladies from the 40s, or do you want to see a book entirely of rear ends?
Yeah, and it would
Ooh,
be,
but it has to be like a specific type of rear end.
5 minutes?
Good thing we're wasting the last 5 minutes talking about this.
On my coffee table, I
Fuck
have the
yeah.
IKEA catalog.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Crendor, if you were going to make a book all by yourself,
Yes.
He is.
What-
I'm writing a book.
He is.
if you were going to make a nonfiction book all by yourself, what would it be?
Do you think he knows what nonfiction means?
Fiction's the fake one. Yeah.
You got it.
So nonfiction can be
Nonfiction.
like, I mean, it'd probably just be like biography about the
Yes.
life
Right.
of
Yes.
YouTube star and sensation Sam Strippin.
Oh my god, that would be amazing though, because then it could all be false. Written by Eric. It's just like, none of it is real.
He doesn't even use, no, just written by E.
Yeah.
Written by E. And it's all told in ancient Gregorian chant. It's a Gregorian chant book
Right.
on tape.
Sometimes I wonder how much we're ruining the lives of future historians who are gonna like,
What, is this a question you, every day?
so no, I'm
ruining
I'm imagining people like way in the future, right? Who are going to be digging up stuff from now and being like, I literally can't tell what's real and what's not. Like, it'll be so hard for them to figure out what was reality. Like, it'll be
Well,
so
I mean,
strange.
the world's gonna end in 2024, so doesn't matter.
Wait, why 2024?
Why not?
Touche.
Yeah, I just think, because I remember in class one time, my teacher was like, I want you to take all of the different fast food logos and try to figure out what future historians will think they were. And that was like the most bizarre assignment ever, because it was like, I don't know, we worshipped McDonald's probably because they're everywhere.
still have McDonald's.
It's basically our churches, huh?
They'll still have McDonald's.
I mean, most likely, right?
Yeah.
I want to go
President
to
Ronald.
I want to go to the distant future where it's like they find the surface of the onion or something, and it's just like, oh, all this information about the world that we never knew.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the sort of stuff I'm talking about. They're gonna be like, wow, this world was so weird. And it's like, no, that was fake history, and we won't be there. Well, unless we're androids. We could be robots. We're all robots. It's fine. No, we'll be there. We'll be there to set it
Are you
straight.
talking just humanity in general, or
This panel
specifically
over
those
here.
of us on this panel? Are we going to be androids?
We will be androids.
We will be androids.
Everybody
Okay.
here will be androids. The world's gonna end tomorrow, and all of us will be the only remaining survivors, and then we'll have to figure out how to turn
Yeah,
ourselves
this
into
is an
robots.
android production factory. We're really sorry we didn't tell you.
Yeah,
in
I'm
advance.
sorry. We
Yeah.
didn't know how else to save all of you. So. Welcome to CoxCon.
Known as the Singularity Machine. It'll all be one consciousness soon.
Oh my goodness.
All please head to that exit for processing at the end of this talk.
What a lovely way to end
Yeah,
the
this
panel.
ended very weirdly.
Yeah.
We started with butts and then cats and then.
No, we started with poop.
Oh, that's right. I'm
We started
sorry.
with poop stories.
Poop, cats, butts,
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Travel stories.
Yeah, and then the Singularity Machine.
I'm sure that this is not what you expected from this panel, but I appreciate you being here
No,
to
it
watch
totally
this
was.
panel.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Before I forget, they wanted me to remind all of you that there's a huge room filled with beanbags and tables for board games. I don't know where it is.
Where?
But...
It's that way.
Ah, that way.
It's that way.
It's
And if
that
you want
way.
to
It's over
chillax
there.
and re-chill.
I sat on one of the beanbags. It's very comfortable, so enjoy that. And also, I'm going to be doing a meet and greet right after this for about an hour. So if you guys want to chill.
And I'll be prepping for the Crendor and Sam panel right after.
And I'll be rubbing for the
Thank you so much to Laura, who at the very last second came up here because we peer pressured her.
Thank you for putting up with my pressure, with my presence on a panel that I had no right to be on.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, the end.
UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. Hello there, old spore. It's me, Just Cox, the #1 man with the plan. The bees, knees, the tip-top shape, I'm swell shape, and I can make a fortune for my ass for more. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! Give me that! No! No! No!